Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's the kid Uchu. Back at it again, alright? Listen, this is like my, what? It's like my fourth video. Vlog number 4. Ah, man. So what we talking about today, Uchu? Listen. It's nice. Before I even go further, this is a nice, beautiful day. It's June 17th. The weather's so beautiful. I'm so happy to be alive right now. You don't even understand. Like, I'm 20. I'm not even gonna tell you my age, but I'm just grateful to be alive. What I wanted to talk about is something that I wish would have practiced at an earlier stage in my life, especially in my teenage life. I wouldn't be making certain decisions. You know when you get so excited, you get so jubilated. Sometimes you just get so excited, you just make drastic decisions. You feel me? You make drastic decisions. You make radical decisions, extreme decisions, and that's me. That was me. Aha, see how I changed my language? That was me. So, the reason why I'm making this video is because I'm going to talk about don't let your emotions take over you. Don't let your emotions take over you. Let your emotions don't let your emotions supersede your intelligence. Let your intelligence supersede your emotions. That's what I'm talking about today. And a lot in the past couple of years, I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about the things I eat, the things that I think about, the things I watch, the people who I surround myself with, what they feed me, friends or family, doesn't matter. You understand? And I think it's very important for young men to really understand that you should not let your emotions take over you, especially in the times that we're in, man. You got a lot of things going on. It's a beautiful day, like I said. A lot of young guys, you know what I'm saying? If you're from the streets, if you're from the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like you should. I'm not trying to bring no character in this, but this is just me. So listen. Be yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Be yourself. In the midst of being yourself, do not let your emotions take over you. I've been dealing with this emotion of anger. Because why? Anger is just is outrage. It's outrage coming from a lot of things that you built inside, and it's just ready to explode. That's what anger really is. And I don't believe in your emotions superseding your intelligence. I don't believe in that. I believe in your intelligence superseding your emotions, especially when you're at a workplace, especially when you're dealing with your customers and clients. There are people out there with different personalities that will come into your job and demand things in a disrespectful way, in an entitled way, in a rude way. And for me and for you, it is important for us to be able to project and conduct ourselves approved and blameless. Listen, I'm not gonna be telling you this, but just to tell you this is to talk out my ass. No, that's not the case. But what I will tell you is this: come closer. You are a brand. I'm a brand. And even the relationships that you get into, you are a brand. And a lot of times I've made some poor judgment because there's a lot of things I didn't know how to communicate as a man. Because there's a lot of stigmatism a lot of ideologies that how this culture and where we live in. And if you're watching from, the U.S., this is pertaining to us. I'm talking to us. I don't know how other cultures do it. I don't know how other men perceive in other cultures. I haven't really studied and traveled like that to know. But what I would say in here as black men, right? We need to be able to just sit back and just just sit back and reevaluate ourselves. And that's the type of person I am. Yo, Uchu, yeah, you that type of person. That's not me. I do what I do. I do what I do. No problems. You do what you do. But when you find out that you're not around me and you realize that I don't call you for certain things, it's because you have a mentality about you do what you do. That's the mentality you carry. You do what you do. And I ain't gonna have you around me and you reflecting, you're a reflection of me because you do what you do. You have this mentality, you do what you do, meaning that you feel like, you don't have to play the game. You don't have to humble yourself, and playing the game requires humbling yourself. Sometimes it requires you to allow people to bump you, and then as they're walking, you don't have to fight them, just keep walking. Because rule number one, I believe, about letting your emotions, no, not letting your emotions, don't let your emotions supersede your intelligence. One thing I've noticed, rule number one is, when people are projecting their emotions onto you, and it's not about you. It's really not about you, bro. It's not about you, man. Sometimes we need to understand and learn how to be service to other people. It's really not about you. It's really not about you. Yo, I was able to get somebody upset one time. We were playing a card game, and I did this by actual purpose, but I was getting them upset, and it was like, and I was just like, damn, wow, this person's really sensitive, and I believe in doing to others that you want them to do unto you. But listen, you can do it to me. Just know that I'm gonna be a master. Whatever you do to me, whatever I do to you, I'm gonna make sure I'm a master. And I notice and I learn from me throughout my experience, I know that whenever I do something, I have to make sure that I'm a master at what I do. So even if somebody does it to me, I ain't bitching about it. Pardon my French. I'm very sorry. Forgive me. I'm not crying about it. I'm not being upset about it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm really for being emotionally intelligent, especially dealing with a woman. Women in your family, women outside your family, your friends, your homegirls, your classmates, your coworker, your boss. And then being able to be emotionally intelligent. Don't let your emotions supersede your intelligence. Learning how to use your discretion. I think it's very important, man. And it's very important, I believe, in the workplace. I believe it's very important when you're dealing with your family. And I'm not saying that, you're going to be this type bougie type. Nah, it's not even about that. It's just about growing up and being an adult. And lately I've learned that there are some things that I've saw in the mirror, saw as a reflection. I was like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to, keep talking about certain things that I know that I have the power to change, but I'm not changing at all. Don't let your emotions supersede your intelligence. You are intelligent. You are a brave black man. You are a brave white man. You are a brave Asian, yellow, black, orange, green, tangerine, all the eens. You're amazing. But You can say all these things and I can proclaim all these things over your life, but at the end of the day, if you don't walk in it, and it's funny because I'm recording this and I'm actually looking at myself as I'm recording this, so I'm actually talking to myself. You can't, bro, you just can't, you can't proclaim these things if you don't put it into practice, man. These things that we proclaim and we declare in our lives are not in existence and manifestation until we actually walk in it. We have to walk in it. You gotta walk in it. You have to walk in it to be able to see. You gotta walk in it to be able to see, like, okay, this works for me. Because let me tell you something. Everything that we want to be has to be put to the test. And I'm gonna talk about that in my next video. That everything that we say has to be put to the test. Life, I believe, is about longevity, but I'm not gonna digress. I'm gonna talk about that in my next video, all right? I'm not gonna change what I'm wearing. I'm gonna see me with the same black t-shirt, whatever, I'm same. Don't expect, listen, when you're watching my videos, it's not, don't expect no fanciness, we not there yet. We not there yet. You know what I'm saying? This is just the content of me vlogging, talking my knowledge, my experience. Not to say I'm better than anyone else, not to say that I know a lot, but I want to be able to network on this, in this department, this YouTube department, man. And I want to also change the narrative, man. We got to change the narrative. So it's just very important, no matter what status you're in, what occupation you have, what's your occupation, doesn't matter. But it just matters that, like, even in the streets, even in the hood. You see, even when I'm talking about the streets, I gotta have, even in the hood, you gotta have, like, the OG is the one, I believe, that has his emotions in check. He's the leader, he's the boss. He's quiet. You know what I'm saying? When he speaks, they listen. Like, it's for everybody. I've learned, listen, anger, what it does is just builds up. It's like an atomic bomb that's waiting to, explode. Just anger, filled in. Anger doesn't necessarily mean, I define anger as when you're able to create different narratives that are in your mind that you haven't dealt with. So if you're dealing with somebody, or somebody's done something to you or to offend you, and you haven't expressed yourself in a way where you've set some sort of line or boundary, you begin to now create different narratives. You begin to just like, there's too much. I've seen that inside of me, bro. I'm telling you, I've seen that inside of me, bro. I've seen that inside of me. I remember one time, somebody was telling me, do like this, do like that. Hell yeah, it's important, bro. You gotta do like this, bro. I don't want my face to be like that. Look, that's extra muscle. Look at that muscle. What weights do you know in the gym that works this type of muscle? That's a good question, right? Think about it. What weights do you know that works this type of muscle? But, don't let your emotions supersede your intelligence. And this is my video. I want you to dislike it or like it. You got the options. Look, I ain't gonna get offended. You understand what I'm saying? Drop a comment, subscribe to my channel. It's the Kid Uchu. I'll be promoting more content for you guys, and that's pretty much it. Don't let your emotions supersede your intelligence. I think it's just something that we all need to think about. And then this goes out particularly to my men out there. You understand what I'm saying? Women are, I'm learning more about women, and there's no conclusion of women. You will always learn more about them. There's no conclusion of men. You will always learn more about men. But what I will say is this: as a man, listen, we have to be like this. There's no. Now, if you want to be, that's on you. We all have choices in our lives. See, the thing about choice is that when you make your choice, don't project the failure of your choice onto others. If it didn't work for you, don't project that failure onto others. It just means that it's not for you. It's not gonna work out for you. So why are you projecting on others? You understand what I'm saying? That means it's not the real deal. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. Holla at your boy. Comment, like, or dislike. Subscribe. Holla at your boy. Deuces.